just never shut off. It just kept on keeping on. So hopefully this one's more better. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully this one's more better. Okay, let me see. Let me come over here. Oh. Okay. Yep. 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 There was this a what how you call it this weird creature on a on the Muppets, and all it would do was go yep 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 yep, and I don't know why it was on a Muppet show, and it was like from outer space, and I don't know why, but that weird Muppet was very, I don't want to say influential in my life, but there are times where that will just pop in my head. It was like two of them, and they would like, that's how they talked. Like one would go yep, 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 and the other one would go yep, 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 and next thing you know they both going yep, 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 yep. Anyway, I don't know why that is like that. What's up, Monster Fish guy? I don't know why. I don't know why, but for some reason, that'll pop in my head, and I don't know what that says about me. I don't know what that says about me. What do you think? I think I should be worried. I ain't gonna lie to you. I think I should be worried if that's what pops in my head as uh Asmar. Like for me that's Asmar, you know? Yep, 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 yep. I don't know. It's an earworm. What's up, Aquatic? So how you doing? Good morning. I don't know. I don't know about an earworm. All I know is what's an earworm? I don't know. All I know is that it's very influential in my life. Like I think when people talk to me that I don't like or I want to tune out, that's what I hear. You know what I mean? Okay, hold up, wait, stop for a second. Who's Sarah? Is it Cam Jam? Thank you, ma'am. Who's Sarah? Cammy. So Monster Fish Girl, you hold on. You telling me all this time, Monster Fish Girl, earworm is when you get a song or tube tube stuck in your head, tune stuck in your head. So who's Sarah? Because I was about to say Monster Fish Girl. I thought your name. I felt like a piece of crap. I was like, all these years I've been calling her by the wrong name. Who's Sarah? Jeffro, you better tell me who's Sarah. She says, hey, Sarah. Just randomly calling people there. Are you calling me Sarah? Nah, that's Lori. Oh, I thought you was calling me Sarah. So why are you calling me Sarah for? And you want to know what else I think is funny? So I think Sketty Nona. Oh, you think Sketty Nona is Sarah? Now that I think about it, is my. You know what? You all right? So listen. First of all, I didn't even know that Cam Jam. Thank you, ma'am. uh, was a woman. So okay, all right. Full disclosure, there are a lot of people who came up. Yeah, 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 yeah. So this is it, and Lori probably could tell you this. It's been a. What's my rank on jerk mates? Now I'm gonna have to Google jerk mates, and there ain't no telling what's gonna pop up, and then Google's gonna keep sending me stuff related to whatever the hell jerk mates is. Um, you've birthed two children, so listen, listen. This is the thing. I don't. I have no. I don't. I don't. I don't know who anybody is, because I remember. I'll remember, because I don't really do a whole lot of going to people's live streams, and people know who other people are by their first names. Don't don't Google it. It's my boy. It's your boy. Um, you have live. See, that's the thing. Now I got to go. Hold up, wait, god dang it. Now I'm gonna go to your live stream. I didn't even know you have a channel. I'm gonna sub right now. KJ. I am subscribed to your channel. I'm subscribed. What the hell? Oh, there you go. You're a woman. Oh, water change Monday. Pee Puffer Mom. Quick live food update. Well, I appreciate that, Cam Jam. Thank you, ma'am. You actually look like my sister-in-law. You actually look like my sister-in-law. Anyway, so I don't have time to do a whole lot of okay, so listen, okay, stop. Monster Fish Gal, listen. So first of all, I remember street names better than I'll remember first names. Right? Like let's say like for instance, Lori. I'll have a problem remember her name is Lori, but I will never have a problem remembering Monster Fish Gal. Ever. Like if you 100 years from now and showed me a picture, I'd be like, that's Monster Fish Gal. But I would probably forget her name. You know what I'm saying? That's always been That's always been that's always been, maybe because it's from like where I'm from, you know, growing up, you know, in the streets, everybody got a nickname. And then being in football my whole life, growing up, everybody has a nickname in football. And then being in the military my whole life, everybody has a nickname in the military. So I'm just more accustomed to street names rather than first names. My whole life, everybody has used street names, and they've been kind of imaginative, almost descriptive. You know what I mean? Whereas I have problems remembering people's first names. As many channels I mod, I think I know everyone's name. Yeah, I know hardly anybody's first name. I get irritated a lot of times, especially on Mexicali's live streams, where I'll be in Mexicali's live stream. He'll be like, hey, yeah, Ed, and da-da-da. I'll be like, who the hell is Ed? And it'll be somebody that I've known for years as somebody else's name. I'm like, man, I didn't even freaking know that. Funk's nickname was Man Man. What? Man Man? You know how many nicknames I've had in my life? You'd be surprised how many nicknames I've had in my life. I've had a lot of lives. Anyway, what was the next thing I was going to say? Oh, my notifications. The reason why I do not have my notifications on. This is why I don't have my notifications on. Because they would never shut up. First of all, you see those little, you know them things across the top of your notifications? So I have types of disorder, right? I'm not crying, I'm not a victim. It's just I have things about me that are irritating even to myself. So if my phone has something across the top of it, I have to get it out of there. It's a notification. I have to address the notification. I can't just look over there and see that I have an email. You know what I'm saying? And not address it. There's a thing right there on the top of my phone that says there's an email waiting for me to read. I got to look at it now. Or I have a text message. I got to look at it now. So there are certain things that I cannot have as a notification because I have to look at it. If I was to have my YouTube notifications on, it would be on constantly. All the time. All the time. If I were to have the bell, ding, 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 ding. So I can't keep my notification on. Yeah, it's distracting. So to keep me from constantly going like, okay, I got that little icon off of there. Oh, another icon. Oh, another icon. I have to turn it off because I will have to do it. So I don't put my notifications on. I don't have my email notifications on. The only thing I have is my text message in case one of my girls have to get in touch with me. And that's it. That's all I got. Overly stocked Oscars. Welcome to Superfly. Thank you so much, Overly Stocked Oscars. So that's it. You know, I mean, I know people go like, oh, AQUA FUNK don't care about other people because he never goes to the lives. Well, one thing, I'm just always busy. You want to know my schedule? Mondays, I'm off. But today, when I get off of here, back to green. But today, when I get off of this live stream, I got to change the water on the betas. I got to bundle up. I got to bag up some food, at least five bags per food because I've run short. I want to put my new cichlid, the little guy in there. I want to put him in a different scenario. So I'm thinking about putting him in a 40 breeder, but if I do that, I wanna. I don't know. I'm torn. I'm torn with the 40 breeder, because I want to drill it and have a thing on the inside. Have a pre-drilled in the center, and have a sump on the bottom because I just would like to have one of those. I don't know though, but I know I need to have that little guy up close to me. So what I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have a temporary tank right here, temporary tank right here, where he can hang out next to me because I really want to socialize him more. I don't want him to turn out like Lucky, where she bites me. That one I got. This one, the Texas, I got when it was already full grown and there was nothing I could do about it. I did not handle her or really show her the attention I really should have. So she bites me. So that one down there, I really want to kind of be more proactive as far as being personable. I have a lot to do today, moving fish into forever tanks. Yeah. Wait, forever. I'm not moving Well, the only forever tank I'm probably gonna do. No forever tanks. They're all temporary, unfortunately. Eventually, I like to get the 75 gallon up for a forever tank, but um, what was I saying? So yeah, I think I'm gonna do a 20 right here today. Um, and I think I'm gonna do a video. I think I'm gonna do a video. It's just, I'm gonna be real with you. My personal life has been overtaking my video life. And I don't know how I feel about that. I don't know how I feel about that. Fin ever life, play on words. Bro, how do you keep shrimps? They are very sensitive. They die during molting. Are they dying during molting, or is something eating them during molting? There's a difference. You know what I'm saying? Like, is something eating them during molting? Is something attacking them, taking advantage of their soft shell? You know? Because I can't imagine if they're living fine throughout, the whole time. Yeah, I know. They were beasting to get out this whole time, scratching at the door to get out, and now all of a sudden they want to come inside. The Amazon puffer and the 250. I killed my first set of shrimp by putting them in too new of a tank. You have them with goldfish? Hold on, wait. You have, what type of shrimp are you have with, and how big are the goldfish? That's a strange combination. I ain't gonna lie to you. That is a very weird combination. I don't think I've ever seen that combination. You know what I mean? Why are you laughing? They're hermanos. Fancy goldfish and ghost shrimp. I don't know what to tell you, man. I really don't. I don't know what to tell you. A mono shrimp. Anyway, I don't, why can't, where Cam Jam, thank you, man. I really know. She said I killed my shrimp and then did a laughing emoji. That's funny to me. That's very funny to me. Yeah, now the other ones. Do you see their dead bodies? Are you asking if they can see the ghost shrimp's dead body? Yeah, actually the ghost shrimp, when they die, they turn pink. They turn pink like regular shrimp. Did you what did you get? Did you get steak? Yes. Why are you whispering? What? Why are you whispering? You got steak?
Yes, I got steak. I got one steak for you, yes.
Is it this thick?
A little bit, yeah.
What do you mean a little?
I got you a ribeye.
Oh, okay. You gonna cook it now?
No, that's for dinner.
It's like 1 o'clock in India, 1 p.m.
Well, go to India then.
It's 1 a.m. at night. Yeah, that's what I think. So I think so. Shrimp put out a odor, and the goldfish might be picking at them. You should start a new hobby: snakes. Oh look, it's 10 a.m. It's 10 p.m. It's good for steaks. I'm gonna have steak and salad today. Yeah. They put out when shrimp molt, they put out an odor, and I guess your goldfish is picking at them. I was like, I don't see the goldfish eating them, but I don't know what to tell you. Yeah, do you see their bodies? Yeah, you know what? That's a question. Um, no, bro, it's 10. Do you when you said they're dead when they molt? Can you see their dead bodies, or do they disappear? Like, are they gone? That's the question I have for you. That will answer some questions. Like, they molt and then they just disappear from existence. Show some love, liking this video and subscribing to stay in the loop. It's a 100-gallon tank. I can see a thing. Oh, you can't see a thing, or you can see a thing in it. I think you're saying you can't see a thing in it. Yeah, I don't know, brother. They might be eating. Well, shoot. They probably eating them when they molt. Something's eating them. Something's eating them jokers. So let me go on with my schedule. So Monday I have off. I work on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Monday I have off. So I work 6 days a week. Now, I don't have to work 6 days a week. You need a flashlight with the scrimps? Bill Myers. What's up, Bill? What? Bro, what do you think about bed made up of aquariums? I think if you have a bed made out of aquariums, I think your love life is gonna take a serious, strange journey. You're gonna have a weird love life if you have a bed made out of aquariums. There's not many. I mean, you're gonna wake up wet. I think you might be able to find someone. I don't know, a guy or girl, whatever. I don't know your flavor. I don't know what tickles your pickle, man. I don't know. Whatever floats your boat. Maybe one time because they showed up and well, I'm here. Might as well get it done. But the second time around, I don't know if you're gonna have seconds. I don't know if somebody's gonna come back for seconds. You know what I'm saying? Unless they're a fish fanatic. And now if they're a fish geek, they'll be all about it. So you might have to go to your local fish club to find romance, to be able to, if you have a bed made out of aquariums. But I don't know. You definitely can't do nothing wild. There's gonna be glass. There's gonna be splashing involved. You definitely can't do nothing wild. You're definitely gonna have to make sure your water parameters are really, really good. You don't want no bad bacteria, bro. Things can get nasty quick if you got no rocks on that bed for sure. Yeah, sound dangerous as AF. Yeah. Are you talking about like the mattress on top of the aquariums, like as the aquarium hoods? Like you have like the aquariums, and then you have like some type of cover, like, and then you have the don't sleep in the nude. Yeah, if you sleep in the nude, don't lay on your belly, because if you do, you mess around and get an Oscar. Whoo! You know what I mean? Just gonna wake up just hot. Oh, you don't want that, Yeah, right, man. Listen, so I've thought. I ain't gonna lie. Look, I thought, ew, wouldn't it be cool if I had a 55-gallon backboard You know, because 55, you can put, you know, your 55 gallon, and then you put your mattress, and then your backboard's 55 gallon. Let's be real. That thing going, that thing, there's no way you're going to be able to top the water off. I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know how y'all be rolling. I'm just saying. I don't want to talk too much. Yeah, the fish would be all like, it's just like Blackmore goldfish. But I'm just saying, and I don't want, you know, if you feel uncomfortable, fish are gonna sue you for being a naked dude. Yeah, I don't want nobody to be uncomfortable. I'm just saying, hey, what's up, Mississippi hippie? Ding dong. What? It fell on her? Well, that's what I'm trying to say. When you ever hear that phrase, when this bed's rocking, you can't, you only got, you know, you got to be real gentle, you know, like quiet storm stuff. You know what I mean? You can't really just be, you can't do that when you got a fish tank made of glass. You know, you're going to have to make sure everything is really bolted down tight and secure. You ain't going to be able to top off your tank. You're going to have to only have, you're only going to, she was doing a water change. Is that what she calls it? A water change? Okay. You ain't gonna be able to put a lot of water in the tank because, you know, the shaking, the water's gonna be splashing out. I'm just saying, I know if I had a 55-gallon tank, you only gonna be able to put 2/3 of the water in because that water's gonna come out. The water's gonna splash. I'm just saying, it's gonna be like earthquake. It's gonna be earthquake style situation in that aquarium on a regular basis. Just get a water get yourself a water bed, a clear water bed. Put some fish. How would you do that though? Because you need to have filtration. You have to have oxygen. It'd be a mess. Just forget about that bed thing. Totally nuts. Yeah. Maybe she was doing her water change. So, you know what? Let's be real. I've had an aquarium in my room before. I do feel a little funny because I know I have eyes on me. You know, like, because so when you have cichlids, you know, they look at you. When you walk around the room, they stare at you. You know what I mean? I have looked over and seen the fish just staring at me. I couldn't do it if it was on my backboard. It's true. I have an angel question. I don't know. Y'all help me out. If you've had cichlids and you've had them in your bedroom before, have you noticed them looking at you while you was listening on the drive to the next service? If you've had cichlids in your bedroom, have you noticed them staring at you? Let me answer this question. Cats. Oh man, let me hold up. We're gonna get into that. I have an angelfish question for you, Funk. I have a 75-gallon tank with 4 adult platinum angels. How do I get them to let me add 3 juvenile court angels without them killing them? First of all, Mississippi hippie, a 75-gallon with 3 adults. Have you tried adding smaller angels? And do they hey, what's up, Nature Sound? I'm glad this is your first time here. Give me one moment. I'm answering an angelfish question. Please don't go nowhere because we're about to get into a conversation that is very wild. They definitely stare. Okay, so have you tried adding fish to your aquarium and they have attacked the smaller angels? I have not really had a situation where larger angels attack smaller angels. So I'm curious if you're worried that if you try it, that will happen, or do you know for a fact it will happen? If you have not tried it, I say try it. I have not came across a situation where larger angels pick on smaller angels. Usually larger angels pick with larger angels because it's a territorial situation. Larger angel is not going to pick with a smaller situation because the smaller angel is not a threat territorially wise, or female wise, whatever. But having a lot of plants, switching up the aquarium decor, switching up the aquarium decoration, having a lot of plants to break the eyesight so that the fish don't are always constantly seeing these fish, always helps at any given time. So if you're going to do this for the first time and you're worried about it, they have other tank mates, 3 bisers, 2 cribs, several plecos. I have not tried adding any other fish angels yet. Funk, do you have a pleco? Wait. Do I have a pleco wafer? Give me 1 second. Always yeah, I remember you, Muhammad. Hold on. Why? I would give it a shot. I would give it a shot. Move whatever decorate. I know I broke your heart. If they are spawning, yeah, if they're spawning, they might be a threat to the fry. I would move all your decorations around, and give it a shot at the least. If you have live plants in there, obviously you can't move your live plants around, but maybe add some rocks or some driftwood to the scenario at the same time. But I really don't think you're gonna have a problem. Really, bro? I asked to gift me a filter. Best way to get rid of pest snails, loaches. In my personal opinion, is loaches is the best way to get rid of pest snails and reduce your feeding at the same time. So while the loaches will eat the pest snails, oh yeah, monster fish gals with the puffers, yeah, puffers also, but that's if you want puffers. But I mean, putting puffers in your aquarium as their own level of difficulty, whereas a lot of times loach. Now, when I say loaches, not like any type of loaches. I'm talking about like horse face loaches and yo-yo loaches and those type of loaches. Yes, I remember you. 4225. I do remember you. I do. And yeah, your filter is in the mail. Did you check your mail? Go check your mail. Your filter should be there. I sent 3 filters to you, actually. Go check your mail. Stop what you're doing and go check your mail right now. I bet it's in there. Go check it. I bet you it's in there. Anyway, flying foxes are my... flying foxes eat my cells. People always ask for freebies. I sent him 5 sponge filters. I sent him, yeah, this is what I sent it to you already. If it's not in there, I think your neighbor might have stole it. Knock on your neighbor's door, punch them in the face, okay? Because they're stealing your mail. This is what I sent you. I sent you 8 sponge filters, a whole roll of black silicone airline, right? I sent you 1 check valve. I sent you power outages. Excellent advice. In the past, I've lost a lot of fish to power outages. All right. As long as I'm good. Check your neighbor, man. Your neighbor's a thief, man. I sent you 13 sponge filters not too long ago. Should have been in the mail. Yeah, porch pirates got your stuff. Bro, I'm poor, but I find a way to keep fish somehow, but I never beg people for shit. So, power outages. At Walmart, there is this it's the D cell. What are the fat batteries? The big heavy things that can make you concussed. It's called Bubble Buddy at Walmart. It's in the battery powered air pumps. Yeah. So at Walmart they have, it's called a Bubble Buddy. It's in the fishing section. You know, not fishing as in, you know, aquarium fish, but like, you know, fishing. They actually sell battery powered. I mean, you can get them online too, or Amazon and stuff like that, but it's actually cheaper and they're better at Walmart. And fine is loud, but it works. Yeah, it is loud. It is loud. And it says it's good for like 40 hours, and it really is. I had it going. It produces oxygen, and it's pretty strong. You could actually use a splitter on it and do multiple aquariums. And that's where sponge filters are awesome. Because if you have sponge filter in your aquarium, even if you have a hang on the back filter, I would still put a sponge filter to make sure it's all nice and seated. Look, that has a canister and a sponge filter. If I have a power outage, all I have to do is hook up my Bubble Buddy, and I not only have oxygen, but I also have filtration. So I always tell people, anyway, can you actually show your beautiful aquariums? Yeah, I'll do that for you. Give me 1 second. Yeah, I'll do this while I talk. How about that? So this is where, down here, it's not beautiful, but this is for a purpose. I have yellow convicts in there that I'm trying to get to mate, spawn. I haven't had a whole lot of time. I got to do some separating, but I really like yellow convicts. They're really pretty. They're really cool fish. They're small, you know. Yeah, yeah. Audra is 100% correct. Those electric power filters, they can fail on you and all that, but sponge filters, you never have to buy anything for them. It's a one-time deal. All you have to do is rinse them out. They last forever. They're very reliable. I mean, there's a reason why all the professionals use them. So anyway, I'm trying to get these to breed. I got too many in the aquarium, and one day I have to take all the rest of them out. There's my red Texas Fader. Look at her. I love the blue. I know people think she's ugly, but to me, she's pretty. And then, of course, my vicious attack dog, Lucky. She's the only one that has a name. This is an aquarium that has to get taken down because it's just too packed. There's just too much going on in here. I got to move all that stuff around. I just haven't had the time. Now, let's come over here. What the hell is that smell, dogs? What stink? Alright. Of course, my electric blue jacks. What you trying to do? And then my newest addition. Where you at? Show yourself. Where you at? Where are you? Oh, yeah, that guy. So this is the one I was telling you. Um, I really want to make personal. I want to bring it closer to the desk so that I can, literally have some type of interaction with it, physical interaction. It is a hybrid cichlid, um, and I really want to see what it's going to look like when it gets bigger. But I don't want it to be so vicious with me like Lucky is, Stop moving so fast. But yeah. Anyway, that's what I got so far. Which filter do you use the most? The sponge filter. So I mean, look, I actually have a sponge filter and an internal filter right next to each other. Heater, sponge filter, internal filter. Right? And the internal filter is more for mechanical filtration, but the sponge filter, that's all my biological filtration. It's a lot. And for me, the number one thing that saves your fish is biological filtration. I mean, I have sponge filters in all my aquariums, even if it has mechanical. Like this, look. This has a mechanical filter back there and a sponge filter back there. This has a mechanical filter back there. You see a canister filter, sponge filter. There's a mechanical filter hang on the back up there, sponge filter. This is the only one that does not have a mechanical because I'm trying to get them to breed, but it has a huge sponge filter. And the reason why I don't have a mechanical, because if I get them to breed, the little fry will get sucked up. So, yeah, I could turn off all these mechanical filters and my fish will be just fine. I'll just put a battery-powered pump on it. I'm good to go, So regardless of what you use as filtration, and I mean, to be honest with you, the mechanical is just to keep the water nice and clear. Is that a wave maker? Yeah, I have wave makers. It's just they're too big. All were homemade filters and work really good. Yeah, and you can make sponge filters damn near out of anything. You still want some black angels? Wait. I have a question. Okay, I have a question. Ask your question. I run some homemade air-driven half-gallon canister box filters and sponge filters. I am low cost, low tech with any tank. Word. Ask your question. Any tank with a puffer has a hang on the back or canister and sponge filter. No puffies, only sponge filters. What? What's that? What the hell, Audra? Talking crazy. Any tank with a puffer has a HOB or canister and sponge filter. No puffies, only sponge filters. Have you break any tanks? Hell yeah, I've broken tanks. Boy, almost every time I've tried to take the top rim, you see that black rim? I've gotten better at it. But I couldn't tell you how many tanks I've broken in my lifetime. I mean, it's not like I just go around busting tanks once a day, but yeah, I've broken tanks. Accidentally dropped, put the rock, misjudge. Oh, if the tank doesn't have a puffer, I only run a sponge. Okay, Audra, so what do you mean? Why is that? If it doesn't have a puffer, you only run sponge filters. So you're saying that if it does have a puffer, you will run a sponge filter and a hang on the back? If there is a puffer, there's a HOB. Oh, because they're messy. Yeah. So yeah, puffers. My fahaka used to drop like big old deuces. So yeah, no, I did the same thing. At first, I just had a sponge filter, and I was like, "Yeah, I'm not cleaning this up all the damn time." And I had an HOB, and I made sure that it was long enough that the filter thing went all the way to the bottom. Yeah, yeah, no. Was there water in your house? Oh no, I never broke. Okay, I never broke an aquarium while it had. All aquariums I ever broke were dry. There was no water in it. I've had aquariums break on me with water in them, or they busted a seal with water on them. I've never broken an aquarium with water. Like I've never accidentally like just walked past something and just did something and broke an aquarium. No. I don't use even a sponge filter. Oh, you do the lot. Oh, you do the natural aquarium. Was there water? There was yeah. There was one time that I had a tank cracked with water in it. Cracked the glass. Most of the time, if I have water on my floor, it's because the tank was leaking out of the silicone. But I remember I had some friends over and we was literally staring at the tank, admiring it, because a friend was like, "Oh, that's a beautiful tank." And we was staring there looking. I was like, "Yeah, it is. It's beautiful. It's gorgeous. It's 55. I was like, "It's beautiful." And there's a crack, boom. It was right in front of my face. How many planet tanks that I have? I only have one planet tank because all my other fish would tear up these plants. Those are fake. Those are all fake plants. That little planet tank. Now, why don't you use filters? Because the Chanas and all that stuff, they just breathe air because they're regular. You know, they're good at that. Is that what you're saying? That's what I'm hearing. That you pretty much treat the bed. I just got a free membership, but I didn't say who gave it. Thank you to whoever. I gave it. So I'm able to give a free 1 month membership, right? So like YouTube gives me the ability to give out free memberships to 10 people a month. And I did. And if you're subscribed to me, it'll give you a membership. So you can see what I do backstage and all that good stuff. You know, I have 12 planet tanks right now. All right. No way. Why do you use plastic plants instead of? Because these fish, look, you see this? I'll tell you. You want to know why? Look. This is a plastic plant. And look where it is. It's all over the dang on place. Why? Because she's a brute. She's just a brute. And she pulled it out from back there where it was hanging. And she was like, no. And she yanked it. Look, there's pieces of it all over the place, just floating around. What? What you gonna do? What you gonna do? This piece, look at that piece just floating because she ripped it out. Now, this one is not as aggressive. She's not as wild, right? This one's chill. It doesn't tear the plants off. Those plastic plants are fine there. Lucky, no. Look at it. That's why. Can you imagine if they were real? Shoot, it'd be salad. Now, if I had a big, humongous, like 300-gallon aquarium, where this is my theory on cichlids and plants, right? Obviously, fish in the wild are around plants. So why is it you cannot have plants with cichlids in aquariums? And this is my theory. They're bored. They have nothing to do in an itty-bitty little box. So they tear up plants. Whereas if they had a huge aquarium and you had plants in it, they could spend their time exploring, moving around, in and out, and they will not be as bored. But in a small, confined aquarium, they're like, well, what I'm going to do with myself? It's the same idea as prison inmates being so bored that they doodle in their hands and do doodle art on their wall. They're bored. So they tear up their stuff. They do doodle on, they do crap shit art all over their wall with their own feces. They tear up their own crap because they're bored. That's the idea. But if they was out in the open free, they wouldn't just go running around putting doodle everywhere. You can have plants with Oscars. Now, overly stocked Oscars, right? Let me ask you, June, let me ask you a question. Bro, my China jumps when he gets bored. Yeah, they get bored. They do crazy stuff. Let me ask you something, June. So you saying you can have plants with Oscars. Now, how big of an aquarium would you say you can have plants with Oscars? Like my theory is if the aquarium has to be a huge aquarium, like a 300 gallon at least. And maybe your Oscars, I'm talking about real plants, live plants. Your Oscars won't mess with them. 250 or bigger. Yeah. See, they're just bored. They bored. They have nothing to do. So they go, hey, look at that green thing. I've seen Oscars literally pick up a plant and just carry it from side to side. For no reason. They don't eat it. They just, hey, let me carry it here, let me carry it there, let me carry it here, let me carry it. And that's all they did with it. Yep, I have a money plant on my tank and my goldfish eats it. Well, goldfish will eat it because that's their diet. Yeah. Goldfish will eat it because that's their diet. The wild caught Oscars have no interest in plants. Very interesting. Very, very interesting. Wild caught. Hey, y'all not going outside. Y'all in and out. Y'all ain't going out, so don't even play me like that. Yeah, you. Don't even play me. Dogs going in and out, in and out, in and out, in and out. So that's why I don't have plants in my. I have heard that Oscars are interior designers, so they redesign their home. If they don't have, look, they're intelligent creatures. They have to be cichlids, Central American cichlids, bigger. I feel like the bigger the cichlid, the more intelligent it is. The bigger the fish, the more intelligent it is. Low bulldog. What's your biggest tank? Right now, it's the 56. It's this 56. I got a 75 over there, but I ain't trying to. It's empty. I rent, so I ain't really trying to put up a big tank in case something happens. I gotta leave. I ain't trying to take down a 300-gallon tank. Y'all chill out. So, the bigger the fish, the smarter it is, in my opinion. And with intelligence, you have to have a certain amount of they need to be challenged. So if you have an Oscar and it don't have nothing to do, it's gonna take all that gravel and put it up against the side. It's gonna take your plants and it's gonna redecorate everything because it has nothing else to do. If you're not showing it attention, if you're not like, hey, petting it and doing all kinds of stuff like that, if the tank is too small, it's gonna figure out some way to occupy itself. My dad kept Oscars when I was young, and they moved the rocks. Yep, they moved the rocks from and approval. Yeah, from my dad, they would then move them to the other side. Yeah. Hey, look what I did. Look what I did. Hey, look what I did. I moved the rocks over here. Bare bottom tanks with rocks planted. Yeah. Water dogs. That's what they're called, water dogs. Yep. I know that's my theory on fish. The bigger it is, the cichlids, the large cichlids are just smart. And along with the smartness, they also have to be challenged So they need stuff to do, whether it be explore, you know, move around or whatever. Keeping them in the smaller aquarium you keep them, the more they're going to try and figure out how to occupy their time, and that most of the time that results in ripping stuff up. My favorite fish, getting some long fins. But yeah. So I'm getting, like I said, I'm getting another hybrid. It's more of a rescue. I don't know what it is. My owner, the owner of the shop that I'm at, is trying to find somebody to take it. It's gonna be the last personal fish I get. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I have no idea what type of fish it is. I'm be honest with you. If he tells me it's a blood parrot, I'm just say nah. I don't want a blood parrot in my house. I don't want a blood parrot in my house because y'all know how I feel about blood parrots. They look like dudes' members. You know what I mean? They look like panguses. That's what they look like. The head of a blood parrot looks like a pangus. So that's how come I don't even want them in my house, because they make me feel uncomfortable when I stare at them. Bill Myers, you know what I'm talking about. Google a picture of a blood parrot and just look at the head of the blood parrot's profile. The head of it is, I don't want it in my house. Just saying. Y'all know I'm telling the truth. Y'all know I'm telling the truth. And every time you see a blood parrot from now on, you're going to be thinking, that's why you chose China's. Well, hold on, wait. Now, I got to be, if we're being honest, China's are also the best fish food. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Ovi. I do sell fish food, y'all. I do sell fish food. For those of you who are interested in getting a really, really good fish food for very, very good prices, fair prices. It's stuff that before I started selling it, I was using it myself for a long time. And I thought to myself, you know what? I think other people would like this too. So I made it available, and you get it at aquafunkaquatics.com right there. Yep, I had one. So check it out. I consider it a staple food. I'm going to say thank you so much. Yeah, I appreciate that. I'm going to say the food that I sell, I call it staple food. I rather promise good and deliver stellar. Put my website on Fish Fam link. Yeah. I should, shouldn't I? I will put my fish food personally. I will put the fish food that I sell. I keep saying my fish food. It's just the fish food I sell. Oh yeah, let me answer the question about the Placo tabs. Because Bill Myers he said his dog loves Placo tabs. So I have Pleco tablets available. Now, Bill Myers, did you get your Pleco tabs from Ken's Fish? You can email Stephen P. All right. The reason why I say that is because I have Pleco wafers available to me. And what? How to? I'll answer that question in 1 second, AK. I have Pleco tablets, wafers available to me, but I'm gonna be 100% honest with you. I don't like them. I've tried multiple wafers. I don't like them. Tetra tabs, canisters will lower your maintenance. True. Um, I don't like them, and the people that I had try them, I got two results. One result was the dog loved. So somebody that I gave the wafer tablets to, the dog got into them and loved it. And the other person, I used the some like them, some don't from Ken's. Um, and the other people that I sent the wafers to, they were feeding the wafers to a tank that had plecos, but it also had other fish, monster fish in it, and the monster fish also loved the wafer tablets, but the ones that did hit the bottom, the plecos really didn't mess with it, but the monster fish did. So um, they were not being used for what they intended to, and for me all they did was dissolve and make a mess. So I'm not gonna just have pleco tablets just to have, just for the sake of having them. I do have spironilla, which a lot of people seem to really enjoy, seeing as how a lot of plecos need more than just vegetation in their diet. They need other stuff there. I feel like the spironilla is better for them in that regards. But plecos have such a varied diet. They're not all the same. I watch a lot of Becca. I find her very interesting. Yeah, I find Becca very, very interesting as far as fish food goes and plecos. And I learned that, um, just spironilla, just wafers. Not all plecos are created equals. They all take different diets, and a lot of them take more than just algae. A lot of them take a certain amount of protein and fiber, different types of fibers, which wood. Some people think, oh, you need to have wood in there for bristle nose, and so I feel like the spironilla was a good uh, for plecos that I can get my hands on. If I could get an algae wafer that I feel was worth it to the customer, you know, then I would definitely do that. But I don't like the spironilla that I have that is available to me. So I mean, sorry, the algae wafers that are available to me. Now, the question is, here's the question: What, how to delay water changes like 1 month? What can I do, like filtration and plants, etc., or less food? So I feel like you're asking, what can you do as far as filtration goes and feeding goes to do less maintenance? I think that's basically where you're at. I like making mix of rapashi and green beans. Yeah. Yeah, see, I think something like that, as far as plecos go, is because it's very targeted to the pleco. You know what I mean? Like plecos, I feel like you have to really be specific with the type of pleco you have. So, I feel like you're more on the right track because you're being very specific to your species of pleco. I don't think all plecos should be fed the same way. All right. Yes, less maintenance, water changes, goldfish tanks. All right. So if you're trying to do less maintenance, I would have less fish. Less fish, more beneficial bacteria. Like the more beneficial bacteria you have, would be the best way to do that. You know what I'm saying? And have less bio load in the aquarium. As far as feeding goes, I do believe fish can go a certain amount of time. A healthy fish. I do believe a healthy fish can go a certain amount of time without feeding, but I think that should be done on a case by case basis for very specific purposes. For instance, I don't think you should go months without feeding your fish, a month without feeding your fish, just so that your fish is accustomed to not eating for a month. I think that's too long. Not feeding your fish for 2 days, I don't have a problem with. You know, I don't have a problem with. Every other day, don't have a problem with. A little bit once a day, I don't have a problem with. I feed every day. Yeah. But doing less maintenance, basically you need less bio load. That's basically what I'm at. More beneficial bacteria, less bio load. Some people were saying having a canister filter will help. Yes, canister filter is an awesome filter that can go at, for a long time. It depends on your tank, how your bio load. Some people will have to change their canister filter every 3 months, every 6 months. It just depends. Every canister filter, every tank is different. I don't know, man. The only problem I have with what you're asking is the feeding. That's the only problem with what I have with everything else. The less maintenance, the less water change. That's very, very doable. It's the less feeding part is the only part that I'm kind of. If you're going to go away for a month, depending on what type, you might want to get an auto feeder. You can get an auto feeder, and get a canister filter and drop your bio load. Get a canister filter and fill it up with a lot of biomedia. I think you'll be great. I think you'll be fine with that. Let me see. What else? Everything. 150 gallon, 8 shipping king goldfish. Just put a lot of beneficial bacteria, bro. 8 goldfish, a lot of beneficial bacteria. The more fish, the pretty it looks, and the sump filter is bigger and bigger. Okay. I feed every day. I think water changes once a month. I have a bristlenose pleco tank and never change water. Fully planted, just top offs. Bill Myers. Okay. Some people, I'm not one to dog anybody's maintenance schedule. Whatever works for you works for you. I have my own maintenance schedule, my own water change preferences. I think too much has been made over this particular subject for long enough. I think people need to be so stop being so judgmental over how other people do their crap. If you don't do water changes and you just do top offs, and you're happy with your nitrate levels, who's to say? Every tank is its own ecosystem. Thank you, Bill Meyer. You're 100% correct. I did testing on an FX6. Was interesting how long I could actually go without maintenance. So I'm terrible. I got a fluval in here. I'm happy with the little fluval. It's a smaller fluval. That I'm using this sponge filter because the fluval is actually not big enough for this aquarium, but I'm using it as a polisher and a filtration. But yeah. But I'm really bad about unless the canister filter is not hidden. Okay, here's the thing. I don't have problems using canister filters. I will change them accordingly, but I can't put them underneath the cabinet. they'll have to be on the side of the aquarium, visible. Because if I put them underneath the aquarium cabinet, it's gonna be out of sight, out of mind. I will not clean it. I will not clean it. I just won't. I won't think about it. Yep. I don't worry about tripping on missing days. Yeah. Yeah, I don't. I don't. I feed every other day. I'm be real with you. I feed every other day. Bro, I have a crazy idea. I saw an NBA player doing this. He was a aquarium. He wooden on a wooden ground. Wooden ground. Let me see. Let me see. I don't know. I just like it because it primes easy. Like it's got a little red sticky. It primes easy. And 207 it's called. Let me see. That's what it is. It's way undersized for this aquarium. But like this little stick right here, that's how you prime it, and it primes really easy. And honestly, that's one of my gripes against canisters is priming it, right? But obviously that's small for this aquarium, but I'm using it more of a polisher than anything else. That's why I have such a big. Why are you so mean? All the fish are under the glass, and you will. Oh yeah. A lot of places do that. The '07 series, yeah, I really like it. I'm really happy with it. I would definitely recommend it. I'm not real. Look, I am not a fan. I am not a fan of this little getup back here. I'm not, to be honest with you. I'm not. But the actual filter. Look at that pretty. This pretty baby is just so mean. Why are you so mean, Lucky? You want some food? What's this? Stop being like that. Why you can't look how chill she is. See? Look, nothing. Look, see, she just look. And look at Lucky. Look. Jealous. Look at Lucky. Look at Lucky jealous. Stop being jealous, Lucky. Don't be jealous. You love her anyway. All right, let me give him some food. Lucky. And she's a pig too. She's a pig. Here. What are you gonna do, Lucky? Yeah, she's a female red dragon flowerhorn. But now look at this one. This one is so dainty. Like I'll put food in the tank and she'll just like let it drop. Like, oh, look, that's how she eats. Look at that. All you cichlid people out there, have you ever seen a cichlid just eat like that? Look. Oh, look. One itty bitty little pellet. Look at she's just nibbling on it. Itty bitty little nibbles. Oh, let me just grab one little pellet. This is why I love cichlids. They're so different in behavior. Look, Lucky, look. She's just waiting for some more. You want some more, Lucky? You filthy animal, you greedy pig. Look, this one just La la la, just one at a time. Yeah, different characteristics. And this is what, I don't know. Yeah, they are. They really are. And you know, I don't know. I I try and this is why I try, and I don't want to seem like an a-hole a lot of times when people talk about like, oh, you know, the other fish, what is the yellow one again? That is a okay. So if you ever look up red Texas, super red Texas, can I see your planet tank? If you ever look up, all right. So this planet tank was supposed to be temporary. I still got to do. So if you ever look at, see, look, it's got algae all over the place. I am not a planet person. I do not have the patience to take care of it. So this planet tank is going away. And even the planet got cichlids in there. Look, this is a random cichlid, and this is an angelfish, and this is too small for those fish in there. You know. But look at that. I'm not even into Bolivian rams, but look at that Bolivian ram. That's a good looking Bolivian ram. But like I was saying, um, like I was saying, I as you can see, I spend more time with my cichlids than I do planet tanks. It's just got algae, hair algae everywhere, and I really don't care. Just add an algae eater, and you are free. I don't want algae. I got plecos in a, I don't know. But anyway, this is what I'm saying. I try my hardest. I try my hardest to like broaden my horizons with other fish, and I've done it multiple times. I've done shrimp, I've done guppies, I've done all them fish. I've done them all. Over my 25 years of keeping aquariums, I've pretty much kept every type of fish. I haven't kept every fish, I've kept every type of fish. And I always come back to cichlids. Always come back to cichlids. Because they the only ones that kind of like, you know, get me excited about, you know, interaction, you know. I don't know. So when I hear people talking about fish and they act so what's the word I'm looking for? They act like so high and mighty. I mean, yeah, the rainbow. Yeah. I stop. You know what, Fury? You son of a bro. Me and you, we gonna if I ever find you, Fury. If I ever find you, yeah, I like fish for but it seems like YouTube is dominated with people who are so full of themselves over their aquascaping and their shrimp and their nanofish and their and there's nothing wrong with being happy with the fish you have. But there's so many people who think they're better than other people because of the fish they keep. And I keep wanting to be like, yo, my fish will totally eat everything in your tank and destroy your tank. So how much better is your wish I could, can't have them here. But yeah, I'm saying with you, Mons, I want a China so bad. But you know, I'm like, my fish, if I put my fish in your tank, your whole aquascape is done. And all your nanofish are done. And all your shrimp are done. My fish rule, your tank drools. I don't know. I don't know. It's just funny to me. But it seems like there's like this whole thing like my fish is me. I'm a better fish keeper because I can. I don't know. I don't know. Read my mind. You're reading. I'm reading your mind. Yeah. I just be like, yo, like, boo, like, like, yawn. I don't have a problem with people being happy with their tanks. I'm happy that you're happy with your tank. My channel is all about people learning the master breeders. Yeah. Try and breed fish that kill each other. Do that. Breed fish that kill each other. That's what I want to see. That's I don't know. Breed fish that literally kill each other on site. That would be mastery to me. That's just, I don't know. That's just breeding fish that if you keep the water quality clean like you're supposed to, will breed anyway, and live in harmony. Yeah, okay, yeah. But now breed fish that will kill each other on site. that's yeah. I don't know. So where was I? Oh yeah, I'm happy that my channel has always been about people coming here because they're not getting the answers that they in the form necessary for them to consume. You know what I mean? So that they can move on to the next step. I'm happy when people's like, oh, I got it. I know how to keep my fish alive. And now I realize I am actually a cichlid keeper. I am actually a nanofish keeper. I am actually this. And I am fully aware that all the people who come to my channel eventually leave my channel for another channel. Because that's just the type of channel I am, where people learn how to take care of their fish. They learn the basics, and then they kind of move on to a more niche aquarium set. Monster fish, shrimp, nanofish, planted, da-da-da-da-da-da. I know because I see them in all these people's chats. I know that. And I think to myself, oh, I haven't seen you in a while. And it's because you've moved on to a more specific aquarium type. Great. I love you. I'm glad you're doing well. So when I see people being so like on live streams and videos and so kind of sticking their nose up at other people's aquariums because they feel like they're so superior. I just be like, yo, like, F you. F you. I don't know. That's just me. Let me see. A Pima would be nice. I made the mistake of picking fish online when I first started. Many species are overhyped on YouTube, and I didn't like their behavior. Like, I don't know what that fish is that you're saying, but yeah. So let me tell you why fish are overhyped on YouTube. Because if I had a video and I had a thumbnail that did, and you saw me like this, like, and the thumbnail said, and it was a fish, a picture of a fish, or rasboras. Okay. I try not to associate with snobs. Yeah, I don't like that. This is why fish are overrated on YouTube videos. If I did a video on, let's say, the rasbora, right? If I did a video on the rasbora, and you saw a thumbnail of me like this, and there was a rasbora, harlequin rasbora, and then a word that went meh, meh, nobody's gonna click on that. And then the title was like harlequin rasboras. They're okay. Nobody's gonna click on that, right? But yes, Cam Jam, thank you, man. Now, let's say I did a video like this. I bought this fish, and this is what happened next. And you had Harlequin Rasbora, and then you start the video, and it was like, oh my God, I can't believe this happened. And you just had a bag of water, and you're running around. Oh, I just got it. It finally came. Oh. And you watch this video, and you're like halfway through the video, you're like, what the hell came? And then you open up, and finally, next thing you know, he put in this freaking Harlequin Rasbora, and you're like, I finally got it. It's the best fish ever. And it's like, this is gonna change the game. Well, somebody will watch that video, right? But if I did the video, I'd be like, yeah, I just, I just ordered a Harlequin Rasbora. Here it is right here. See it? Harlequin Rasbora. I'm gonna put it in my tank. Nobody's gonna watch that video. So that's why on YouTube, every video of a fish is overhyped. That's why. I saw a video. In fact, IFG made this video. IFG made a video with him holding the bag, and there was a white outline of a fish. Him, and it said, this fish is the I forgot what it was, but it was some ridiculous thing. Like, it was the rarest, like the biggest fish, the monster, and it's gonna change the game in this fish room. Besides Oscars are the bigger predator fish. Huh? I refrain from predators or monsters in my title. Oh, okay. I'll get to that in a minute. So anyway, he did that, and it was like that. He did that, and it ended up being a freaking common pleco. It was just a bigger common pleco. It was like he bought a common pleco, and apparently he was going to change the game in his fish room. And I was like, man, I done watched 12 minutes of this damn video. It's a freaking common pleco. It was just a bigger size common pleco. I remember that distinctly. Like, man, this is out of control. I refrain from predators or monster fish in my title. Besides, Oscars are the bigger predatory fish. LOL. Sensationalized. Yes, Renee, how you doing? Riri, how you doing? So, the word predator or monster fish or any of that stuff, I don't have a problem with it. I don't have a problem with you tickling clickbait to a point. Tickle. I'm saying tickle. Or sensationalize. But your video still has to produce what it promises. As far as hyping up the title, like fluffing up the title, jazzing up stuff, I don't have a problem with it, but you can't say this fish is going to change the game in my fish room and then have a common pleco this big. That's different. That's different. But having like, I bought this monster fish for X amount of dollars, and he ate all my other fish, and you bought a Oscar, and he ate other fish. You're not lying. You did buy a monster fish. You put it in your tank, and he ate up all your other smaller fish. You're not lying. I don't have a problem with that. You know what I mean? But there's a line. There's a line. I mainly just come here to watch my favorite fish people live. I don't like watching commercials or for filters and crap. Okay. Monster fish, really? I just don't feel comfortable with it. I get, you know, and that's something that I've had to, um, I've had to. So in my titles and my thumbnails, I really have to do personal inventory um, over myself and go, am I lying? Am I being untruthful in this thumbnail? Am am I leading someone to believe something different than what I am producing in this video? If the answer is yes, then the title must go. The thumbnail must go. If the answer is the title is a mysterious window into what the video is about, and it's an attention grabbing poster of what the video's about, I'm okay with it. You know, like when you go to the movies and you see those as you're walking across the front of the movie theater, you see those posters of upcoming movies. You know, like the is this that? You know, I'm okay with it. You know, but if it's a total lie, total fabrication, is absolutely nothing that is in there, then I got a problem. I got a problem, and I got that's a personal thing. I gotta eat that. I can't eat that. So yeah, if you don't feel comfortable with it, then don't do it. Uh, that's why hanging with rays, and you're one of hanging with rays. I just don't feel comfortable with it. Is cement fish ponds or tanks bad for fish? Will they die? I am thinking of making it. You're asking if cement fish ponds are bad for for like, you know, I don't I don't think if it would be bad for fish if they're hard water fish. You know what I mean? I keep getting that. This is why my lives are called hanging with fish. After curing, it should be after curing, it should be fine. I do my miss my raise. If a cured, okay, she's answering all them questions. Okay, so somebody's asking if Aqua Fury's a girl. Um, what does it matter? All right. Anyway, for some reason I keep buffering. I'm gonna go ahead and call it. I appreciate you guys coming out. I appreciate you guys coming out and spending time with me. I got a lot of work to do, but I'm just gonna go ahead and call it because I don't like this buffering thing keeps happening. Y'all take it easy, and I love you guys. No problem. Thank you for coming. Later. Every day is my birthday, Ray Ray. Ray Ray.